everyone, hope you're all good today. I'm just going to do my makeup and show you what I apply. It won't be anything too fancy. I've just been picking up some hints and tips from a few makeup artists on Instagram and YouTube, and yeah, quite enjoying having a play around. So I thought I would share with you what I do, probably a bit more than what I would do for my normal day, but maybe like, let's say, kind of going when we can, because it won't be long, going out to meet friends, for a wander or a drink in the park or something like that, so, or a picnic. So yeah, just a nice kind of casual, smart casual look, I think. Anyway, we'll see what it ends up looking like. It might not look anything like that. So I've already cleansed and toned my face. I did my morning cleanse and my tone, and now I'm just going to use my Tropic Rainforest Juice Serum, which I talk about all the time. So this is amazing for hydrating the skin, because it's full of, so I just put a few drops on there, full of hyaluronic acid, which just plumps and hydrates your skin and nourishes and gives you a nice kind of dewy look to your skin. And basically that's always what I go for. I don't really use powders and things so much now. I think it ages your skin. I think the fresher face is what you want to try and keep looking younger. The wrong side of the 30s now, so yeah, I want my skin to look as young and nourished as it can. So I just apply that all over and I pat it in so that my skin drinks up all that it needs. Definitely at this time of year, all of our skin is probably the same with central heating. It's freezing outside. You want to just give it as much nourishment as you can. And then once that's all patted in, I'll just close that. I would go with my eye work, which is, we're getting a new one of this actually, so there's going to be a new tip out hopefully in March, so very soon, and it's called a Zamac tip, and it's stainless, I think it's stainless steel, and it's really very good at depuffing and getting rid of these dark circles under your eyes. So this one is so nice too. It's ceramic, this tip, and I love this one as it is. I think it's amazing, so I'm excited to see what the new one's going to be like. But this is packed full of caffeine and vitamin C, so it's really good at getting rid of our dark eye bags, and you can spend as long as you want doing it really. On a normal day when I'm rushing, I don't just take my time, but it's nice sometimes to do it and like really feel it on your orbital bone there, because it will take away any puffiness, and then not too close to your under eye, but then your sensitive thin skin here will soak up anything that it needs, so you don't need to go too close. So that's that eye. And then this one, and these little things have 316 clicks in them, so they last for a very long time. I don't know if that's going to be the same. I'm sure this next one is going to be the exact same size, but yeah, I just rub that right around there, get all my vitamin C and caffeine that I need to perk up my eyes. I'm really bad for having like dark eye circles. I don't know, I think it is hereditary actually, because I don't want to blame my dad, but I think I've got the same problem as my dad when it comes to eyes and eye bags. Anyway, so, because it doesn't matter how much sleep I've got, people still think I look tired, so I'll let that sit in, and then I'm going to go in with my Skin Feast, which is Tropic's award-winning moisturiser. It's packed full of 24 different plant, fruit and flower extracts. So I'll just rub this all over, and it's super moisturising. I mean, you don't actually need a lot, but I've used quite a lot today because my skin does, as I say, it feels quite dry and really dehydrated. Like, I don't get dry patches as such, but it does like soak everything that I put on it. My skin just soaks in, and I think that's when you know that your skin is dehydrated. So I'll just rub this in using my tips from Megan the other night. I hope you were able to join in with that. It was really good. Got lots of good tips there on how to apply moisturisers and then do your facial massage. So yeah, that's my moisturiser on. So already my skin feels so much better. So that's it prepared. I didn't say about the Rainforest Dew, but it's a really good primer, which is why when I am putting makeup on top, I like to put that in, because I feel like your makeup just sits really well on your skin then. And you also, the reason you want to do all this prep work to your skin before you apply makeup is because you don't want your makeup to then get like sucked into your skin and go all patchy and like horrible looking. You want to have a really good base that's super hydrated for your makeup to just sit on top of and not go into your skin. So normally, if I wasn't putting too much makeup on, I would use my Sunday my SPF 50, which is again a really good primer for makeup actually, but because I'm using my Beauty Booster, it already has my SPF in it, so I don't need to worry about that today. So I have spritzed this with toner. When you're using your sponge, as long as you make sure it's a bit damp, it doesn't drag your skin. I'm going in with my Beauty Booster, which is like a tinted moisturiser. It's called Sheer Foundation, but it is very sheer. So if you're looking for coverage, it's not going to give you a lot. It just gives you a nice glow and a nice kind of tint. So I just pat that on all over. And this colour here is Soft Honey. So before, I think it was Warm Beige I was using, but I kind of upped it a bit to this a bit darker because I thought coming into spring, and when I use my sun drops, it's definitely good to have the darker shade. So Soft Honey, and it's a bit warmer I think than the Warm Beige. So I just apply this all over. Try and like kind of do patting motions. You don't really want to just drag it onto your skin like if you have a beauty sponge. You don't want to be like sweeping it down because you'll just pull at your face, and that's not what you want to do. So I'll just pat this in all over. Sorry, I'm trying to look in the mirror too, so it's hard to see in the camera. So I just kind of sweep it across my eyelids too, just to give a bit of a base. And then once you feel like that is blended in as much as you can, I make sure to take down to your neck because you don't want to leave a white neck. Definitely not. Just keep buffing. You can do that really for as long as you want, but anyway, that's the Beauty Booster, and that has the SPF in it, which is amazing. So I basically just use that every single day. I very rarely use the mineral foundation. And then I love this. This is our light diffusing concealer. So I will pop this on underneath, and I'm using this in Barley. I used to always love the Latte because I thought the other colour was too dark, but they brought out this new shade, which is Barley, which I think is really good. So I just pop that on all under there. And then anywhere else you kind of want to have a little, like, it's light reflecting, so it's a good idea to do it in certain places. Anyway, so then I'll actually leave that to sit for a little minute because it's a bit better to work with once it's sitting a little. And I'll pop this on my lips. This is our Lip Love Balm. So it's really easy to use. It's very soft and buttery, and it's not got any colour or anything to it, although it looks like that. It doesn't go on your lips, that colour. And it's just really super nourishing. So every morning when I come out the shower or when I'm getting myself ready, I just pop that on as a base coat and let my lips soak in all of those good nutrients. What's in this one? Rosehip, shea and cocoa butter. So all the good things. And then I'll just pat this in. In fact, I might even go over it with my finger after just to make sure it's totally buffed in. So I put this on first because I just feel like it gives a really good sheer coverage and a good base point under, like, starting point for putting other things on top of. It feels nice, like almost like a primer again as well. And if this was just my kind of normal day-to-day look, this is probably all I would use as coverage, but before applying bronzer and things. But I'm going to show you our cream concealer, which I'm loving, in Macadamia, because it really does cover up the eye bags. In fact, I might take a photo next time of before and after on one side, but I would just apply that under there, and then let me just, anywhere that I get redness, and I always seem to have this red dot here on my nose. I'm not sure what it's from. Must be like a burst blood vessel or something. And then I just pat it in. So I'm just going to pat that right the way in and buff it all around. I prefer to just use my finger for this, but obviously we've got all the different brushes and things, but it's up to you what you use them for. And I take up onto my eyelids too, just gently, because you want to cover all your like veins and red or discoloration bits there. Give yourself a kind of smooth palette to work from. So I'll just keep patting, and then take it down here. I never do any of the contouring. I've never really watched any videos on that, so I'm not sure about that, but I know that we have all of the makeup for contouring. It actually tells you in the book what ones are good for contouring. I just have never tried that. Probably should. Give myself good cheekbones and things. I feel like that passed me by in life, that contouring period. Anyway, so you can see already how much brighter my under eyes are and how much better that looks. Maybe just add a little bit more. As I say, I do get really dark under eyes, so I like to put quite a lot on there to cover that bad boy. Right, okay, so that's my base done. And then I will go, I'm trying to make sure I go in the right order here for telling you guys. So I've used all of those. Yeah, then I love just now this cream blusher. I think I mentioned it in my post the other day. I normally always used a powder blusher, but oh my goodness, this is so good. So I just pat it on with my finger and then just swirl it all around. And as I say, I'm not a trained makeup artist. I just watch videos and pick up some tips of the trade, so from the experts, and pass them on. I'm quite enjoying doing it though. It's a nice little thing to do, isn't it? And I like, do you know what the best thing is? I really love taking the time to do my makeup because it just makes me feel so much better. Like for so much of lockdown last year, I didn't even put makeup on, and then I just realised that actually the days that I get up and showered and do my hair, like I straightened my hair today for the first time, I don't even know since when, like probably, well, way before Christmas. Anyway, I can't even remember when. So I just put that cream blush on there, and I just think it gives just right onto my apples on my cheeks, and I think that just gives a really nice, again, a warm kind of glow is what I'm looking for. Always dewy, warm tones that I like. I'm not very adventurous with my makeup, as you'll come to see. Anyway, then I am going to go in with my bronzer. So I'm going to use the one from, so I've got lots in here. I need to get another one of these palettes to put my little bits into. Right, okay, so Bali Bronze is the one I've been liking lately, which I was always using the Havana Heat, I think, before. So I go in with this end of my this stick here, this one, and it's really good for like buffing it into your skin. It's not too big, which I used to love a big one for going in with a bronzer, but actually this one's very good for just swirling it in and bronzing it round. So just all over the bits that your face would naturally get the sun, so my forehead always gets it, and then across your nose, and then maybe a sweep across your cheeks, and then, oops, my hair, got a hair stuck. Right, and then that here, and then I would just buff it down because you just don't want to have big lines across your face. You want it all to blend in seamlessly. And then I always do my neck with the bronzer, because I take the Beauty Booster down my neck and then I take the bronzer down, and just as far down as you want really, but depends what you're wearing and things. But I just kind of sweep it all over. I'm not too particular what I'm doing there. And ears as well, I kind of sweep it back over my ears because you don't want to have just big white ears. Right, so I think that's all buffed in. Just checking this mirror here because, as I say, it's hard to see. There we go. Okay. Right, okay, now next thing I would do, once I've applied my bronzer and I've got my blusher on, I've got everything, eyebrows. Now, I'm loving this little nifty eyebrow pencil from Tropic. It's got your spoolie on this end, and then you take that off and you've got your little angled brush there, but you also have this flat brush too for adding like eyeshadow and things underneath, so that's really good. So I'm using the eyebrow pomade, which is like the powder, defining powder. In fact, I'm just going to do this in, can I do it here so you can still see? Yeah, there we go. And when you first put it onto the brush, you don't want to take it straight to here because this is meant to be your kind of lightest part of your eyebrow. So you would fill in all your gaps here. In fact, sorry, I'm jumping a stage. I need to brush up with my spoolie first. Sorry. Brush up. In fact, my eyebrows are a mess just now. They need a cut, a trim, and filled in. So I'm just going to brush all the way up. There we go. And then with your angled part of the brush, you can see there, it's always a bit darker when you first put it onto the brush, so you want to just fill in your gaps and the bits that are a bit more further along your eyebrows than starting at the beginning. And then just go the natural shape of your eyebrow and follow it down with the brush. And I also think it's really useful to always be aiming for the top of your brow. Like, don't do the underneath part so much. Always follow the top because it just lifts your face if you have your eyebrows nicely arched. So, and then obviously it's up to you how long you take it at the end, but I tend to just make sure it's kind of in line. This rule here that goes from your nose to your eye to the end there, if you see. I think that's a good rule of thumb. So, and then when what's left on your brush there, you just fill in the front part here. I'll just show you. So it's not too dark at the beginning because you don't want it to look like your eyebrows have been drawn onto your face. Yeah, and then you can see, I think that's good. I do say so myself, quite happy with that brow. And remember the saying as well, that eyebrows are always sisters, never twins, because they're never going to be the same. So I'll just do another quick brush up with this one and then fill in all my gaps to start with, which I have a lot of. I'm not blessed with the best eyebrows. I think because I overplucked when I was younger, they just didn't really ever seem to come back that much. And then I grew them back years ago for my wedding, and then I started getting them threaded, but sometimes they would take far too much off, and now I just don't really do anything apart from general home maintenance. So, filled in all my gaps, and then I'm going to just take what's left to the start again. In fact, I need a bit more. I don't think there's much left on it. I am very gentle-handed with this because I don't ever want too much on it. And obviously you get different shades for different eyebrow colour, hair colour. And the one that I was using originally from Tropic was the darkest shade because I thought I've got quite dark brown hair. But actually it was too dark for me. I don't think my eyebrows are as dark as that. So I went with the medium kind of one. Right, and then just take your spoolie again, brush around, and then do your little check. So yep, it's in line with my eyebrow and my eye and my nose here. I like that little trick. And then I remember getting told as well, it's the same for the inside of your eyebrows, so it should be in line with your nose if you hold a pencil. Like the way your nose, the shape of your nose, how it angles in. So that's how you know where to kind of start and finish your eyebrows. So that'll do me for my eyebrows. I just love this little nifty tool with everything in the one. And then if I come later and want to apply some eyeshadow underneath, I use this little flat brush here. So now I'm going to do eyeshadow. So I've been using the Tropic, I think it's Oatmeal it's called. Let me just double check. Cashew, sorry. Oatmeal is the one I was using, but it's a bit shimmery, so I'm using Cashew to give a really good base. So I'm using the wrong brush. And this is another Tropic brush that's double-ended with a bigger bit here. So I use the bigger bit to do the base. So this just gives a really good starting point, really. It's what I would just use myself on a normal day without having to apply anything else on top of it. It's quite warm as well. As you can see, it's not like a really white or obvious colour. It just blends in with your natural skin tone. So I quite like that. So that's Cashew. And then I would just kind of take it up a little bit. I don't take it right up to my eyebrow, but I do take it quite high up, like above my socket. Like I would take it definitely over here when I'm applying it. And then add another layer here. I do add quite a lot onto my eyebrows. I find that I go eyelids. I don't know if I'm doing that right or not, but I do find I go through the eyeshadows more. I think I add quite a lot. Anyway, then I want to, so I'll put that down just now because I've got all the colours in my colour book here. So we have every colour, as you can see. So if anybody wants a colour consultation or to choose things with me, I can do that virtually. So then I take the smaller end of the brush and I can basically go in with any colour I want, but just now I'm trying to think about what I'm going to put on my lips and then try and match it up with that. And I think I'm going to try one from the colour book that I've not done before. So I might just go with like a play it safe eye and then maybe a more bold lip, which is my usual anyway. So I'll go with the Aura. It's a pressed shimmery kind of pink. Let's see if you can see there. So I would just take this right over here just now. And I'm going to actually go back to that in a minute because I'll show you a trick with the eyeshadow for the end. But I would just sweep that right across just my lid. I wouldn't take it any further than my lid just now because you just want to give that little shimmer right at the main point of your eye. And then I might try, where is it? I've heard of this, the Oh no, the Galaxy is quite purpley. Should I try that? I'm not sure. No, I might go Pebble just now. Let's play it safe. Pebble's like, I'll show you this Pebble here. It's like a kind of brownie. I don't know if you can really see it very well in that light. You can't see the shimmer, but you'll see it when it's on my eyes. And then I would just kind of buff it. In fact, I might need the bigger end for that. Sometimes you get a feel yourself what you're doing. And I would just apply it into the socket, like so. And then just buff that as much or as little as you want. And the thing is with eyeshadow, you can obviously layer up to be as dark or as dramatic as you want, or as light and fresh as you want, really. I never really do too much. But I will, once we can get out and things, and we start going out. God, look, I've got to stop doing that. Look at my lines on my forehead. I need to just keep my face relaxed. I'll be able to do, well, I might be more interested in doing my makeup a bit more dramatic for nights out and things, when that can happen again. So I'm just going to try this side. Sorry, I need to change and use this mirror because I can't really see. I really do need to stop lifting my eyebrows up like that because I'm getting so many lines on my forehead. Right, okay. So just keep buffing it into your socket for as long or as short as you want. And I just find using a little bit of a darker colour there just enhances your eyes, really. It just makes your eyes pop a bit more. So I think I need a bit more on this one just to make them even. And it's all, I find for the eyebrows, it's, eyelids, it's all about buffing and blending, because you do not want all the kind of lines. And don't worry about any of these bits here because we can fix them after with concealer. So as you can see, I've got a kind of really light bit on the front. And it fades to darker and then light again. And what I'm going to do is take one of our light shimmery ones, the really light shimmery one, Oatmeal, and pop it right into the inside of my eye here with the small brush, just to brighten your eye up a bit more. And just helps you to look a bit more awake, a bit more with it. There we go. So there we go, and that's eyelids. And then I'm just going to fix the ends before I pop. I think I'll use my macadamia actually for that one, which is the cream concealer. So I'm just going to dab a bit here. I mean, I don't have that much. I suppose if you're using a darker colour eyeshadow, you'd have to watch the fall. But actually, I think with Tropics ones, they don't really lose a lot of powder. Like, they don't fall down your face. Oh, I've got something there. There we go. So that's all that. And then, now this is going to be the tricky part, my mascara on camera. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And actually, I've seen a really good tip from Brian Blake about this, is that you don't move you don't clip down and then yank you just lift this up and kind of crimp in. You don't move your head or yank your hand forward. You're just constantly lifting them back further and further. So then I'll do this one, which actually, for all the years I've been using eyelash curlers, I didn't really realise to pull them back like this. I kind of always just kept them down. I didn't pull them right up, so I've probably not even been using them correctly. Tropic don't do eyelash curlers actually. I wish they did, but they don't. So I've just got, I can't read what they are. Probably just some from, Tweezerman. I think they were from Boots. So then mascara. So I'm going in with the Tropic mascara, and this is going to be hard to show you. I've never tried the fibres, and I actually don't have the fibres to show you today, but I'm just going to show you the mascara. So this comes in black and brown, and actually I think I'm going to get brown for a change and see how that is, because it might be quite a nice change instead of black, and then keep black for nights out and things. So I'm just going to use this mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. But just pull from the start, the bottom of your eyelash. Everyone knows how to put mascara on. There we go. I take ages to do my mascara. Because I'm sure I've mentioned to you before, I'm really not blessed with good eyelashes. My sister has really nice long eyelashes. I should actually try the fibres, because some people get on really well with them. Some people not so much and say they fall off, but I know lots of people that they do work for, so I might give them a try. And then I think if you apply them, or you do your mascara, then you apply the fibres, and then you reapply the mascara to kind of bond them into your eyelashes. I think it works better that way. That's when people seem to get on really well with it. And then my other eye, but you can see the difference there. I'll try and show you like that. And then like that. I think it's a really good mascara. I love it. And I do have very sensitive eyes normally. They water everything. So I think this works for me really well. And you don't get the drop off. Usually if I have a mascara on, I absolutely hate when you have to constantly check the mirror to see if it's gone under your eye. I've never had that with this, thankfully. So I'm going to apply my mascara. There we go. And then I've actually just realised that I've not put my eyeliner on, and I would normally do that before the mascara, so I'll attempt it with the mascara on, but it might not work. We might have to just leave it. But look, I'm pulling my eyebrows up again. I'm constantly gonna, that's why I must have those bad lines. Right, okay. Right. Then just, I tend to just go back over and like make sure they're all separated before I finish. Right, okay. Okay. Then, so you can see. I will try pop some eyeliner on. I might just do it on my waterline underneath, but I don't actually tend to wear eyeliner that much, apart from for nights out where I would take it kind of across the top and then buff it in with the eyeshadow. But anyway, I'm just gonna apply it gently into here. It's a really nice eyeliner again. It's so smooth gliding on. And then here, I don't want to pull that down too much. There we go. And that's, see, I don't know if I actually suit eyeliner or not. It's one of those things I think I quite like when I don't have it on. But I suppose it gives a more finished look to your makeup for a night out or something. And then, what's next? I think that could actually be me. Am I oh no, highlighter. I want to do some highlighter. Which I wasn't really ever a big highlighter person, but I love all Tropic's highlighter shades. So this is the golden hour, I think it is. So let me just see if I can. And I just do that on the top of my cheekbone. Almost on your, well, it's like your orbital bone for your eye and around your cheekbone there. Just, you can see there. And I just think it gives a nice kind of finish for a summer day. And I've got a mole here, and I actually like to just sweep it over there and give myself a shimmery highlighted mole. And then some people add it to the ends of their nose, chin. Again, I guess it's kind of meant to be swept where the sun hits you, I guess, as well. So, lips. That's what I've not done, is lips. I'm being silly, right? Okay, so I'm going to try one of these. So these are our Tropic lipsticks. I have a few that you've seen already. So I've got this Plump Out, which you've seen, which I love, the Plump Out. In fact, that might go with what I'm wearing today, what's on my face today. Or we've got the Peony Pop, which again I love. And then these ones here. So I've got this, where's my little lip brush? Here it is. Okay, so I've got Tropic Lip Brush 2, which comes like this, with this on. And then you take it off here. It's like a little flat brush. And because I put my base on of my lip balm, which still they feel nice and soft, I would just apply it over the top of that. So I think I'll go with Wild Watermelon. It looks really nice. It's this one here. It is pink. I'm always drawn to the kind of pinks. Or maybe I should go, no, Juicy Apricot. I'm going to try Juicy Apricot. I've not tried that. Sounds nice for spring. In fact, I have a Tropic lip liner. Where is it that I haven't Dare? Maybe I'll try it with that. Hang on, I'll put my lip liner on first and then we'll put that on over it. So let's see if I can do this with the mirror here. Right, let's see. Now I never wear lip liner, so this is like a new test, but I did see Bryony Blake say not to ever do it on your lip. Try and take it to the line where your lip blends with your skin. So it's not too down, but it just gives you a fuller lip. And lip liner makes your lipstick stay longer, doesn't it? It helps it stay in, it stops bleeding. So that's my lip liner on, and now I'm going to follow that with the Juicy Apricot, and we'll see. I know they don't always all match, but I'm sure it'll be fine once it's all blended in. Fresh Fig actually looks like it would go with this colour. That lip liner's Dare. Oh, I can't see, I need that other mirror. Another thing that's new to me is applying lipstick in this way, because normally I would do it with a lipstick holder rather than with a brush. I really like that Juicy Apricot actually. Might be that it's mixed with the Dare and that's what gives it that colour, but very nice. Right, okay. So, what do we think? I like that. Okay, I'll take photos and pop them along with it. But yeah, that's my makeup. I started off saying this would be what I would wear on my face to go meet people. Maybe it will be now after lockdown because I'll be so excited, but it definitely is more than what I would have done normally for that kind of day. Probably wouldn't have had the eyeliner or the highlighter or the lipstick like this or as much eyeshadow. But anyway, quite happy with that for a first attempt. I will try and do more of these. But just to say, all of Tropic's makeup range is also vegan. All of the hairs and the brushes here are all natural. Nothing is tested on animals. I spoke about this before, but if we look for the Leaping Bunny logo, everything has that on it. So that's what's important. Oh, I can't really. On the smaller things, it's on the boxes. But yeah, that's what's important. And our lovely makeup palette here, which ignore my grubby mirror. This is so good. You've got you can customize it in any way you want, and I'm going to get another one of these. So it's £16 for the holder, or if you buy the whole thing with it full, you get the holder for free, and then with all of these parts here it comes to £68. So you can do a £68 and build it up as you want, and I can help you with picking your colours. I've done that a few times now and it's good fun, and yeah, it's just a nice little time to have a little colour consultation and get ready, especially if we're coming out of lockdown. As I say, we want to be starting to look and feel our best, and definitely when I put makeup on in the morning, it does help me. Like, even for doing the nursery run a couple of days this week, it was so nice to just get up, get showered, get my hair done and my face on, and you just feel human when you see people and not like a zombie. So yeah, I'm going to start trying to make more of an effort, but end of April, hopefully we'll be able to see much more people. So I would like to be looking my best. So yeah, if anyone else wants a hand or advice with a colour consultation, just let me know. Hope you all enjoy the video. I'll go wash my makeup brushes now, and yeah, have a nice Saturday. Bye, thanks for watching.